So I don't typically do a video like this, but I thought it might be kind of fun to do one anyway. I'm going to answer the question, in my opinion of course, what is the most important thing to having a successful Minecraft YouTube channel? Now, I know that this can be an area of great big discussion and everyone has their own opinions, but of course I have my opinions as well. And what I'm going to say is that, in my experience, the most important thing to having a successful Minecraft YouTube channel is to not give up and to enjoy the process. I know that seems kind of interesting coming from me, but seriously, that is the biggest, most important thing. Because I've seen so many people, because I've been doing this for quite a few years now, and I've seen so many people get started and always wanting to go big, and they just never do. And they wonder why, or why it's not working out, or things like that. The thing is, it does take time, and some people grow faster than others for certain reasons. Maybe they have better SEO, maybe they had a better social platform already to begin with, things like that. But, there's a lot involved. But the biggest mistake that I always made is I see a lot of people give up and they quit. And a lot of it's because of what their goal is. Their goal is on getting big and being a big YouTube channel. And a lot of people say, my biggest goal is to be, a big successful YouTuber. And there's nothing wrong with that goal. Seriously, there's nothing wrong with that goal. But there is a certain inherent danger with that. And that is, by making that your goal, that is the only thing that will satisfy you. And you're going to find that 95 to 99% of those people don't actually get big. Think about it. There's so many YouTube channels. When you think about the ones that are actually successful and big, it's a very small percentage. I'm not particularly big myself, but I'm still in a small percentage just because there's so many so many Minecraft channels out there. If you approach it instead now with the idea that you're just going to enjoy and have fun and try to do good videos and quality content, which kind of is like what YouTube asks you to do anyways, right? That will go a long ways. And I'm going to tell you, that's the way it was for me. When I made my first Minecraft video, I actually wasn't even thinking about YouTube. It never crossed my mind. Kind of weird, right? I made a video, and then I made my first machinima, and then I thought, well, this is kind of fun making. I wonder if other people might, want to just see it. I might just put it out there. And that's when I actually thought about YouTube. I already had a Gmail account, and so I guess in a way I had a YouTube account. I just never really considered putting videos there, not Minecraft videos anyhow. And so I started publishing them. Now, I did get some views, but not for a long time. And if I can tell you what it was like for me, I can tell you, as far as getting subscribers, getting 100 subscribers was the most difficult. Getting 1,000 was easier. Getting 10,000 was much easier. And right now I'm at, 29,000? Going from 10,000 to 29,000 was really easy, actually. Getting to 100, I found, was the most difficult. It's really hard getting discovered. It's hard for younger YouTube channels. And for me, it was years before I made it to 500 subscribers. Years. But going from 1,000 to 29,000? I'm trying to remember the exact number. It was less than a year. It was much quicker. And a lot of that's because you're more established, you have more videos. You also have, I guess you could say, clout. You have better clout. But all of it, too, is just because you've been around and you kind of learned what works and what doesn't through experience. And you're not going to get that experience unless you're out there trying and making videos, even when you're not getting views and not being successful. Like I was, I got a lot of experience. And if you go watch my first videos, the first thing you're going to notice is that they're kind of junk. They're not very good. And I didn't care at the time. I was just having fun. I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed making videos. And I enjoyed learning and, making videos that people still enjoyed, even if they weren't as good back then, but I learned and got better. And that's something you're going to have to do too. And you're going to have to realize that your first videos are not going to be as good. In fact, there's a process that this is called, and this is called prototyping. What prototyping is just creating an object or a service or a product and then putting it out there and just going through the process and learning by experience instead of trying to guess what will work. You learn what will work by experience, by creating multiple things of here and this and that. And that's something I did, especially with Machinimas. I did this here and I did this, that, and I got feedback and I realized, oh, this thing that I thought was going to be so good wasn't good after all. One of the things I used to do is I used to create videos without scripting them first. I'd film first and script later. The problem is when I go through and put my voice later, a voiceover, I found myself talking too much, and I didn't know that bothered people. People told me about it, and I said, "Oh my goodness, I didn't know." Good thing I put that video out there, and and people, I learned through experience that wasn't a good idea. And so my future videos, I scripted them instead, so I could make sure the dialogue was full of depth, that it had purpose and reason, and that it had the right quantity throughout the movie, and so it progressed it in the right way without being annoying. My purpose was to move it to the point now where I wasn't trying to discuss everything that was going on, but actually make use of the different cinematics and the views, so that what was seeing being done was important, that things didn't have to be shown. Whoop. Let's do this. The things didn't have to be told just by my voice. Anyway, so that is my discussion. Seriously, the biggest thing is when you're making your YouTube channel, guys, don't just quit and enjoy the process. You need to be able to enjoy making videos even if people aren't going to watch them a whole lot. That's the way it was for me. And look at these years later, I'm still growing, I'm still here, and I wouldn't have done so if I had given up and if I had focused on only wanting to be big. I mean, like I said, I'm not really big right now. I'm okay size. But it's certainly a lot bigger than I ever expected, and so it's just an enjoyment for me. Now, there are other things that are important to a successful Minecraft YouTube channel, and if you're interested in those, say so in the comments below, and I can do a video on that as well, just other things that are important. And, there are Minecraft YouTubers out there who say, tell you some of their thoughts, but some of them don't necessarily want to give away their secrets, as it were. Sometimes it's hard to know who those are. It's not that big of a deal, except that for me personally, I don't care that much about you knowing my secrets. I'm not the kind of person who wants to keep secrets. I prefer just being simple and honest. So I don't mind telling you my secrets. They're not really that secret at all. They're actually pretty simple, and a lot of them are actually things that the people at YouTube actually suggest. And I personally strongly advocate to YouTube and their policies. I like to follow them to the letter and 100%. I'm very grateful for everything they do. I know there's a lot of controversy over the people at YouTube, but me personally, I'm just very grateful for them and everything they try to do for us. They have to go through quite a lot. And doing a lot of what they say really, really helps. Just doing things honest in the right way. Anyways, yeah, so that's it for this video, and the comment section below is a great place to discuss this. And those of you who are also potentially successful or have good ideas, feel free to put those in the comments below so the rest of us can learn. And well, here in the Minecraft world, we can see the sun is now setting, and it's now a good time to set the sun on this video. Well, that's all, so bye for now. Silence.